Hey YouTube, welcome back. This is Axis and Allies, the Garrison, Detroit, coming to you from the bunker here in Rochelle Park, New Jersey, with the very last episode of the season of the YouTube Wars, and it's beginning of round 8. Let's make it official. We're officially turning the round marker up to round number 8. It is Germany's turn. Okay, so what are the current circumstances that are going on here in this game? So far, the Axis powers have a total of 12 victory points, and that's the bare minimum that the Axis require for an Axis victory. And what are those points? Well, let's go over them. So far, the Axis powers have the victory cities of Paris, Berlin, Warsaw, and Rome. Okay, that's a total of 4 victory points. And I'm forgetting also Leningrad. That's 5 victory cities, totaling 5 victory points. Let's go over to the Pacific, okay, where the Axis currently control Tokyo, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. That's Hong Kong and Manila, the Philippines. So that's an additional 4. That's 9 victory cities that the Axis control, excuse me. Okay, so however, the Axis have achieved the victory objective points that follows, and they are, okay, the Pacific Oil, what is it, victory, the Pacific Oil Victory Point, which consists of 3 oil fields that are currently controlled by the Axis, and they are the ones that are controlled in New Guinea, okay, New Guinea, Borneo, and Java, and Romania. So that's a victory objective point alone. Then you have the Pacific Island point, which is 4 islands, and they are as follows. Okay, you have Fiji, that's 1. You have the Philippines, 2. Guam is 3. And then you have Borneo, which is number 4. Okay, and last but not least, then you have the Rising Sun Victory Point, which is the Philippines and Guam. Okay, and that makes it a total of 8 victory. What is it? A total of 12 victory points that the Axis have acquired so far. Now, what the Allies need to do at this point in time is to deny the Axis at least 1, and if that is the case, by the end of the game, the Allies have won this game. Okay, so now what's the current ground situation in the game? Well, you have the U.S. fleet here in 26 that can potentially deny that victory point, at least the island victory point, by taking Fiji. You also have a British fleet off the coast of the Celebes, consisting of 3 transports, a battleship, and a cruiser, and the Valise, a combination of 5 Allied aircraft that may be able to do some harm here, that may be able to wrest one of the islands away from Japan. Also, let's go to the Mediterranean. You have a powerful U.S. Presence in Morocco that can potentially land anywhere, not anywhere, but actually somewhere in southern Italy. If this happens, that's another victory city point that can be denied, a victory point that can be denied to the Axis powers. And last but not least is also the one that I believe is probably the most threatening one to the Axis, and that is the victory city of Leningrad. Okay, here we have a titanic battle that will take place, and I'm going to say that without a doubt it'll take place during Russia's turn. The Soviets have amassed a huge army in Archangel, okay, and the Germans have also done the same. Okay, they have amassed a large army in Leningrad, and there will be a titanic struggle for the city of Leningrad. And of course, this is the point where we believe, and I mean, when I say we, I believe it's Joe and myself, G.I. Joe, that we believe the game will hinge upon. Of course, even if the Allies fail at taking Leningrad, they still have options in the Pacific. Okay, but we believe that this is probably the key battle that will decide the fate of the Allies and Axis. All right, guys, so let's start Germany's turn. Germany will be purchasing the following items: a total of 10 infantry, 3 fighters, 2 battleships, 1 cruiser, and 1 uh, airbase. Okay, for a total of 127 IPCs. And of course, let's not forget that during turn 7, Germany was unable to purchase or place because Rome had placed any of the units that they could have purchased because Rome had fallen to the Allied powers. And of course, however, Germany was able to retake Italy, hence it was able to recoup its lost income. And of course, that's why we have such a powerful purchase with Germany now. Okay, and those are my purchases. So let's go ahead with the one battle that Germany has in this game, in this round, and that is the battle for northern Italy. Okay, where you have 1 infantry American artillery division and the armored division defending northern Italy. In this attack, you will have a total of 3 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, and 3 infantry and an artillery attacking the forces in northern Italy. Of course, let's get all the die together. I should have done that before, but I did not. So the Americans will be defending with 3 die. It'll be 2 at 2 and 1 at 3. Okay, the Germans will be attacking with 3 at 3 with the 3 fighters and 2 at 4. Okay, because we have 2 tactical bombers. Then we have an artillery supported infantry, which is 2 at 2, and an additional 2 infantry that attack at 1. Okay, so that's the attack that will be taking place, and this is the defending forces. All right, so my tactical bombers will not be target selecting; they'll just be performing normal attacks. And here we go. All right, that's a total of 4 casualties inflicted on the Americans, and that's enough because there's only 3 units defending, and that's all that the Germans needed. Oops, drop the die. All right, let's get that. Let's roll. The Americans will now return fire, and here we go. All right, we have, how about that? 3 hits. Fortunately for the Germans, I sent in enough. Even though I lose 3 infantry, I do have an additional unit, so which allows the Germans to be able to secure northern Italy. Okay, so northern Italy is now German again. Let's raise the the income tracker by, is it 3 or 4? I believe it's 4 IPCs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So Germany is now at 63. Not that it makes any difference. Because there will be no round 9. Okay, so Germany will not be collecting an income at the end of this round because we are at the end of this game already. All right, so then that's the battle for northern Italy, and it is 4 IPCs. I was right, and for a second there I thought it may be a 3, but it's not. Okay, so let's go ahead then with the non-combat movements. Okay, let's do that. All right, first movement that I need to make here, all right, is 1 infantry coming from Western Germany, okay, will be railed at a movement of 1. Actually, a movement of 1, 2, and 3 into Eastern Poland, okay? 1 infantry to Eastern Poland, and the reason for that is because, all right, we don't want the Russian fast movers of 2 advanced artillery to be able to blitz through Eastern Poland and secure Warsaw. We don't want to lose Warsaw at the end of the game. Okay, so we're placing a blocker there. Okay, an additional 4 infantry will be railed. Now I can rail up to 5 ground units from Western Germany because the value of that territory is 5. So I could rail up to 5 units. I've already moved 1 into Eastern Poland. I'll move these 4 into Romania. So that's 2, 3, and 4. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to land the 3 fighters that participated in the attack in northern Italy into southern Italy. All 3 of them will be landing there. Southern Italy. All right, there we go. Okay. The 2 tactical bombers that attacked northern Italy will also be landing, but they'll be landing in Yugoslavia. That's 1 and 2. Okay, they do make it 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, I do have 6 armor that are in Western Germany. All of these armor will make their way at a movement of 2 down to southern Italy. Help reinforce southern Italy for a potential Allied invasion of southern Italy. So that's 6 armor currently in southern Italy. All right. Okay. I have a remainder of 3 fighters in Western Germany. They'll be moving at a movement of 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they'll be landing in Leningrad. So that's 3 fighters. I have 2 tactical bombers in Baltic states. Okay, they will move and will be landing in Leningrad as well. All right. I have 4 infantry coming in from Viborg at a movement of 1. Okay, they'll be moving into Leningrad as well. There you go. In addition, I have 3 infantry coming in from Baltic states into Leningrad to help reinforce the German forces. It's an additional 3 infantry. I have a strategic bomber that will be officially designated a air transport. Will pick up 2 former Italian infantry. I guess they're technically German, but they are really Italian, but they're allied to the German Third Reich. Will be boarding the air transport at a movement of 1 and 2. I'll land the air transport, and that'll be an additional 2 infantry in Leningrad. Okay. In addition, Leningrad will be further reinforced with 3 ground units coming from Berlin, from Germany, at a movement of 3. These units will be railed at a movement of 1, 2, 3. That's an additional armor and 2 more infantry that'll be placed in Leningrad. All right. I don't see any other non-combat movements that I may be potentially forgetting. I think I have everything moved already. So I'm going to go ahead and then place my okay. Let me see something. I'll be placing 2 battleships in Sea Zone 95. Right? There you go. They'll be actually this is a Canadian transport. Okay, not an American transport. It's a Canadian, but I'll be placing 2 battleships in Sea Zone 95. I'll be placing another naval vessel, a cruiser, in Sea Zone 97. Okay, in the Adriatic Sea. Okay, I'll be placing total of 10 infantry. Okay, let me just get a blue chip. So I'll be placing 10 infantry in Romania. So in Romania, I currently have 14 infantry defending. Actually, you know what? Let me not place 14. Let me place 7 infantry. Okay, that'll be 5, 6, and 7. Right, 7 infantry. Place 7. And I'll place another 3 infantry in Romania. That's a total of 3 newly purchased fighters. Okay, and 10 infantry. Let me see, that's 3. Oh, I'm missing a chip here. There you go. That's 10 infantry, 3 fighters. All right, so what else? Then I will go ahead and place the remainder of my infantry. I'll place them in Germany as more as a symbolic nature than anything else in Berlin. I'll place 10 infantry in Berlin. Okay, and I will then place my newly built airbase in Yugoslavia. Okay, and of course, I'm not going to be collecting any income at the end of this round because what's the point? It really serves no purpose as far as to collect income just to buy later. No, it's not going to happen. All right, so that's about it for Germany, I believe. I've done all my non-combats. I placed my newly built units or purchase units. And that's it. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are regarding this round 8 of Germany, and of course, what your thoughts are involving the game entirely. Okay, it's been a definite struggle. It's been a very interesting game. It's been a lot of fun. I got to give a lot of credit to our opponents who have not made it easy. Of course, Hilltop and Hambone are excellent players. I cannot deny that. These guys are sharp. They're very witty, and they have made the game very difficult and interesting for us to say the very least. And of course, a big thank you to my ally, G.I. Joe, who has been very gracious, who has put up with all the errors that I made, and I made more errors than I normally do. But thank you, Joe. You've been very gracious, and I very much appreciate the insight that you've provided in this game, because it's been one hell of a game. And to be honest, I think I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't because of the help of my good ally, G.I. Joe. Thank you, my brother. All right, guys. I was forgetting to make one non-combat movement, and that is one one AAA will be moving north into northern Italy. Okay, so now we can go ahead with the final dispositions of forces recap portion of the episode, and they will be as follows. Northern Italy, you have 1 AAA, 1 artillery. Southern Italy, you have 3 infantry, 3 artillery, and 3 AAAs, and 6 armored divisions. You also have 3 fighters defending Southern Italy. C-Zone 95, you have 2 battleships with a Canadian naval transport. C-Zone 97, you have 1 German cruiser. Yugoslavia, you have 2 tactical bombers with 1 newly purchased airbase. In Romania, you have 10 infantry with 3 fighters. It's 10 infantry, 3 German fighters. Eastern Poland, you have 1 German infantry. C-Zone 113, you have 1 German U-boat. There is a 2nd German U-boat in C-Zone 126. And last but not least, Leningrad. Okay, in this territory, we have a total of 15 German infantry, 1 mechanized infantry, 4 artillery, and a grand total of 12 armored divisions. You also have 2 tactical bombers, 3 fighters, and 1 strategic bomber, along with 6 AAAs that are currently defending Leningrad. All right, and I believe that does it for the final disposition of forces recap portion of the video. And interesting, what a titanic struggle will take place here next round. And guys, I believe this is it. This is the end of this portion of the video. I hope you have enjoyed this game. It's been quite a fantastic game. All right, guys, as I like to say, don't forget to bunker down and play. Now, Hambone, you're up next, brother. Good luck once again.